Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, and welcome on back to another LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham video news update. Today we've got lots of cool characters to talk about, so without further ado, let's get a rocking, ladies and gents, and let's get rolling and discuss some of the wonderful characters that have been revealed so far. Now, of course, before I'm actually going to get to those characters, I just want to give you a little bit of a heads up about something, and that is that I am well aware of the fact that they have been revealing characters on a daily basis now on Twitter and everything, but I just feel like if I made a video every single day for one character, I don't know how interesting that would be. That's why I try to wait for the end of the week, aggregate all of those pictures together, and then share them with all of you. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from, and I hope that you are not mad at me for basically taking some time with these. So with that being said, let's get rocking, let's get rolling. First off, one of the biggest surprises, I would say, for me personally, was a character known as Grey Ghost. It was very, very, very surprising to see this character be in this game. From what I remember, there was a Batman animated series episode of this, which from what I recall, I think was like it was like a show that Bruce Bane whoa, I just combined two characters, Bruce and Bane. Bruce Wayne and Bane, bam, Bruce Bane. So nonetheless though, before I interrupted myself, I guess, of course, this was a kind of a TV show that he used to watch and was a hero that he looked up to. So it's kind of interesting, you know, because there's a little bit of an interplay there where, you know, most people are watching a cartoon about Batman right now and might learn and kind of look at him as a hero, whereas he looked at Grey Ghost. So it was almost like an Inception type moment. Very, very cool to see this character in here. Again, one of those more obscure characters that I think most people from the modern generation are going to be kind of scratching their head thinking like, who's that really? And you'd have to probably look up on the Wikipedia page on him. But then again, I'm a big Batman fan, and I even had to look up some information on him just to remember whether or not I recalled the character correctly. So that was a pretty cool reveal indeed. Very, very happy to see this character. I love how they even went ahead and did the black and white design, the grayscale design, so that's pretty sweet indeed. Next up after that, we move on to another version of Mr. Freeze. We actually saw Mr. Freeze, of course, revealed in the Batman of the Future DLC pack, if you recall, so we will have that version of Mr. Freeze, but we will also have a different version of Mr. Freeze, or a variant of him, which is this one right here, kind of more of the regular one that we would expect to see, not the same colorization as the one from the Batman of the Future pack. Again, most likely going to share the exact same ability sets and everything like that, but it's still pretty cool to get another variation of another Batman villain favorite. So that was pretty sweet indeed. Not too excited about that, but that was pretty cool. Next up though, we move on to something that I was very, very excited about, because we got the Red Hood. And of course, if you've never watched an animated film known as Under the Red Hood, I think it was Under the Red Hood, or was it called Red Hood? I'm pretty sure it was Under the Red Hood. And that animated film, warning, it's a little bit mature, not a little bit, it's mature, so it's for mature audiences and stuff like that, so if you're a kid, most likely won't be able to watch it. I mean, you'd have to probably at least ask your parents' permission, but still, what I'm trying to say is that that animated film is fantastic, and after watching that film, I ended up reading some of the comics. Right now, I believe Red Hood is in a comic book of his own known as Red Hood and the Outlaws, which is actually pretty decent. I've read a couple of issues, I haven't kept up with it regularly, but Red Hood is obviously just a really fun character. He's basically Batman if Batman was willing to kill and take down all the villains, so he's just as serious about taking down the opposing forces in Gotham, except he is basically willing to shoot them up and take them down and permanently make them disappear, which is obviously something that Batman does not condone, so there's a little bit of a disagreement there between the two of them. But he looks absolutely terrific. He's got dual-wielding blasters in hand, and he looks awesome. I really love this design with which is the I know that, I mean, maybe some people would have preferred the kind of more Joker Red Hood one, where it's like the elongated head and everything, and maybe we'll get that variation as well, but I actually like this version right here. I believe this is the was it Jason Todd? I think it was Jason Todd that is the Red Hood. So very cool, super duper pumped to see this character here, and that was a very wonderful surprise. So next up, we'll move on to one of the Metal Man, and this is Platinum. Now, I don't know much about the Metal Man. I know that there's a gold guy. I know there's Mercury, I think. I think they're silver, I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% certain, but they're basically characters that are fully made out of that specific metal. So this is platinum right here, and I think it's a female character. It looks really, really cool. I actually really love the design of this character, so I don't know much about it, so I can only talk about the aesthetic side of things. I don't know much about the character or anything like that, so it will be something that I need to read up on, but it just looks like a really cool character. Again, interesting to see some characters outside of the Batman and Superman mythos, so it's really nice to kind of start diving into the broader world of DC Comics. So that is pretty lovely indeed. And then what I would say was the most interesting surprise of the bunch, and that is of course Giganta. We got a Giganta huge figure, that's what I'm gonna call him, because if you can see, she is standing next to Gorilla Grodd, and if you recall, Gorilla Grodd is a big figure, and yeah, look at the size difference. Isn't that crazy? She's basically double the size of Gorilla Grodd. How cool is that? And more importantly, if you remember when I was talking about my wants for Lego Batman 3, of course, I mentioned before that I would love to see the return of a red power brick from goodness gracious, Lego City Undercover, where you could become like a huge figure. And this is maybe a positive sign for that. Maybe we get a red power brick, like the Giganta brick or something like that, along those lines, I should say. And that would be really neat, because imagine, like, you know, having a bigger version of Gorilla Grodd, a bigger version of Flash and such, and I think it's just a really fun and funny red power brick. So I would love to see that implemented. So with all that, guys, as you can see, we're ending off on a really, really big high note. I mean, you might as well call it a huge note. And I hope you guys enjoyed this news update. If you did, of course, please don't forget to thumbs up the video, share it with your family and friends, favorite it as well. And of course, guys, I will indeed catch you guys next time with another Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham news update. Thank you guys so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you ladies. Alligators. Bye-bye, guys.